The upcoming 3.1 version of CloverETL is going to provide a new tool for handling non-homogeneous data sources. For example, this file represents a series of shipping manifests with data such as the station, the batch of shipments, an individual shipment, and the charge for that shipment. As you'll notice, there's no specific structure or way to tell how this data is organized. But regardless, we can still use it in a CloverETL graph due to the new component, the complex data reader. The complex data reader processes these types of non-homogeneous files using the concept of states and selectors. States exist as a combination of metadata and instructions for what to do when you come to a specific type of record. In this case, we have states such as station, batch, shipment, and charge, which, as you remember, are the four types of record that we have in our file. For each of these, we have an associated metadata that is the metadata that that file will have. To demonstrate, if we go to the Station tab, for this state, we can see that this metadata contains the prefix, station code, and batch count, which if we go back to the file, we have the prefix, the station code, and this number, that's the number of batches from this station. From that, we can map that data to either an output port or use it to figure out a transition. To understand transitions, this is the overview of this set of states. In this case, we have station. From station, we can see that we can either transfer to the batch state or come back to the station state, based on, in this case, that number of batches that are at this station. That tells you how many times we're going to stay on this batch object in this batch state before moving back to the station state. However, what if you don't know how many times? What if you have data where it doesn't tell you how many records you're going to have after it? Then you can use a selector. Selector works exactly the same as the multi-level reader in previous versions of CloverETL. It looks at the prefix of the next record, and then in this case uses what state we're currently in to figure out what state to go to. This combination of states and selector allows you to more effectively manage your non-homogeneous data.